Hi crocheters of the world, this is my latest creation. It's a top, summer top or dress. And why it's top or dress? Because I work it as a long top, but it can be easily transformed into a dress just by working more rounds on the bottom part. Now in the tutorial I will pass you through the pattern, through the most important steps of the pattern, actually the most difficult steps of the pattern, and the written instruction you can purchase them on my Ravelry shop. You have the link of it below this tutorial, and the written instructions are in 4 sizes: small, medium, large and extra large, and with details of how to make it larger if you need to. I also put the measures in centimeters so you can be sure that it will fit you, because this is actually a tailored like dress or top, so it is important. Now first of letting you to the tutorial, I just want to thank you so much to all of you who bought already from my Ravelry shop patterns. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for understanding me. I really love to design crochet and Tunisian crochet, and also knitting garments, and not only, as you already know if you follow me. So this is a big support for me. I decided to put some of them. Actually, lots of you said to me in messages that I can buy my projects, and behind what you see here, it's a lot of work. Believe me, it's a lot of work, from the idea that I have in mind to the actually final product. So thank you again, and I let you to the tutorial. See you at the next tutorial. Okay, so let's see how to work the short rows to obtain a nice and smooth shaped shoulders. So I only put here for the shoulders 10 and 10 chains, and in the middle for the neckline, for the neck actually, I put 12 chains, but this is not a measure. This is something that I put just to show you, just to explain you, okay? So now to begin, we will just chain 1 and work in each of our stitch 1 single crochet, and maybe it's better if you work them, the single crochets for the first row, into the back loop of the chain. So you know it's this one. We have 2 loops on the front side of the chain and 1 loop in the middle of the back side of the chain, and it's better if you can working in that. You can work, in that loop, cause like this will remain like a perfect complete stitch, and we will need them to work the front side of the top, so that's why it's important. Okay, now I am just working my first row, and then I will be back to show you how to work the short rows. I finished the first row, and now what we need are 2 markers, because we will mark actually the end So the shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I put 10 stitches for the shoulder. Into the very next I will put the marker, and then from here I will count 10 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and into the very next I will put second, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I will put the second marker, and this from marker to marker is the it's the neck opening. Now I put 10, 10, 10, actually it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yes, I put 10, 10, 10, so the same number of stitches for the neck and for the two shoulders. For the neck there are more than, so it's not the same, but just here in this little swatch that I make for you to understand the technique, I put the same number of stitches, but for the neck there are more than for the shoulders, okay? So this is the idea. It's only easier for me to work with less stitches, so you can understand well, because here it's not important the neckline, but it's important the short rows, so how to work the short rows. And now I will explain you how to work the short rows. Now we usually work the short rows on 4 stitches. So we will work now into the very next row. We will go on and work until we pass the second marker with 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we will turn and we will work until we pass the second marker in the opposite direction with 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we will turn and we'll work with 8 stitches, so it's a multiple of 4 that we will work with. Now let me show you, maybe it's better with 5.5 cause. So chain 1 and turn and insert hook into the very next single crochet, very first single crochet, and work it and work until the second marker. So work until the second marker. This is the very first short row. Okay, so we want to pass the marker. I am working into the stitch with the marker. You can take the marker and put it into the new stitch or let it there, so as you wish. Maybe it's better to actually put it here to the new stitch. Worked, so will be clearer. Okay, and I am working my single crochets as I told you before. All the top it's work in single crochet and for one, let's say, third, and for the rest is work with the moss stitch. It's pretty easy. And now I worked until my I have here my second marker. So when you go from right to left, we have the second marker here. So I worked on the second marker. Now I will work 4 more stitches on this shoulder. So 4 more stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Only 4. And now I will chain and turn. And I will do the same thing on the other shoulder. So actually, one short row is completed when we will have worked 4 stitches on one shoulder and 4 stitches on the other shoulder. But in the written instructions you have it's described a row, each row separately. So we have 1, 2, and this is actually our third row. Okay, so we have 1, 2, we have 1, which is the long row, the completed row, and then the second, which is this one that we just finished, and the third will be this one that we begin now. Okay, so I prefer to write down like this, because like this we know how many rows actually we have in the middle, not here on this side and on the other side, but in the middle. Now take off the marker, work the single crochet, go on and work the stitches for the neckline, for the neck opening actually. Like this. Okay, and now this is the rule. As I said, we just have to work until the second marker, and we worked in each row actually. We worked, and 4 more stitches. 4 more stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And actually a short row is completed when we have the same number of stitches on one side and on the other side. So we have 4 and 4. Even if we actually, instead of one row, one completed row, we have 2 here. So if we count them, there are 2. And 3 with the completed row, first row. Okay, now we will turn back again, so chain 1 and turn back, and we will work of course our 4, then we will work the neckline stitches, the neck opening stitches, then we will work these 4 plus 4 more from the first row, that the completed row. So work 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then work the stitches on the neck opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now this is actually the second short row, so we will work the 4 that we have here plus 4 more into the very first row, and these are the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to work these 4 more we will insert hook first into this loop. So this is the very first row, short row, where we work 4, and into this stitch. Okay, yarn over, pull up a loop, leave it there, and now insert hook into the first single crochet of the first row and pull up a loop, and now yarn over and pull through all, and now we have the very first single crochet worked. It's actually a half double, but just because we don't want a ugly hole here, okay, that's why we are working like this when we go into the first row. So I work 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now I will chain 1 and turn, because I worked 4 more. So always work 4. I will turn and complete it into the on the other side. I will work 4 plus 4 more here. So let me work until the second marker. So I completed with single crochet until the second marker, and now again I will do the same thing as I did before. So I will work on the shoulder. So I will work my 4 stitches here plus 4 more, and this is how we have to continue on. So into the very first single crochet of the first row, short row here, only this loop, and pull up a loop, and into the single crochet into the first row. And now we have our first single crochet, which is actually half double crochet. Okay, now 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we turn back. Now normally we have to continue on with 4, so with 4 more. So we worked 4, then we worked 8, then 16, 8, then 12, then 16, so plus 4 more on the very first row until we have no stitches, or until we have only 2, 3, I don't know how many stitches, we have 1, okay? And when we have only 2, 3, 1, I don't know how many stitches remain, we will work like this. Chain 1 and turn, so we work the last, let's say, yes, this is the last group with 4. We have only 2 remained here. Now we just continue on, we just work exactly as we did before. So we go on and pass the marker. I will just stop . We pass the second marker, we work the 8 here that we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I will just work these 2 more, and that's all. So I worked until the second marker again, and as I said before, I will work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these 2 more to finish the short rows. So again into the second, so the very first short row, okay, the very first short row, because the other stitches we take them always from the very first row, so the completed row, okay. So we insert hook into the very first short row, as I said before. We pull up a loop, and then we insert hook into the first of the single crochets that we have on the first row, and actually it's a half double crochet, pull through all, okay. And now I will work my last, and that's it. Here on this side I finished. I just have to continue on and to work the same thing on the other side. I have 2 stitches to work, 2 stitches more. Chain 1, let me just continue on and work all my stitches until this, and then I will be back to show you how to take them. Okay, so I passed the marker, the second marker in this direction, and I worked my 8, and now I have to work the last 2 exactly how I did on the other side. So insert hook, only 1 loop, only this loop, into the very first short row, okay, and then take your first single crochet of the 2 that we have and pull through all and into the single crochet. Now let me just show you why we are working this kind of half double crochet and not a single crochet. So if you just go and work our single crochet here, even if we try to work it as as tight as we can, we will still will remain a ugly, can you see, gap here, hole here, and we don't need this, okay? So we want it to be nice and smooth, and that's why we take this and then the single crochet and the last one. Okay, so now actually we have again our completed row. From here, so as you can see, now we have the neck, and here we have the shoulders. Look at them, aren't they just perfect? Okay, this is the back side, and it's a top down. So from here we will go on and work some rows with all the stitches. I will go on and work some rows with all the stitches, and then I will be back to show you how to increase to create the nice shape for the armhole. So I worked 2 more rounds with all the stitches. I also put the marker, use markers, it's very important. It's actually easier for you to count the rows. Okay, so I put the marker, and from here I will begin with the increases to create the shape for the armhole. So I will work only 4 rows of increases, and it's, as I said before, it's only the swatch to show you how to work actually. So for these, for the increases, we will work 1 row increasing at the beginning and at the end, and 1 row with all the stitches as they are, and so on. So actually in each of our second row we will increase for the armhole line. So we begin with an increase, 2 stitches into the very first. We work all the stitches and then all the stitches, and then at the end we will put a increase into the last stitch. Then we will work a stitch normal, and the second will be again increase. Okay, so I will work like this actually, let's say 5 rows. So I will finish, always we have to finish with an increase row. So each of our second row will be a increase row, as I showed you. Into the first and into the last stitch we will put 2 single crochets. Okay, so I will complete like these 5 rows. So this one with increase, and the second with all the stitches as they are, third increase, fourth with all the stitches as they are, and fifth will be another increase row. And then I will be back to show you. So here we actually finished the armhole shape. So we will just put on one side, and on the other side we will just add chains because we have to. And then I will show you the front sides, how to begin and how to work the front sides. So I completed 5 rows, and as you can see, I put the marker into the last row that I worked all the stitches, and here it's really easy from here to count only the stitches, only the rows where I increase. So I have 2, I increased, then the first row with increase, and you can see it very well, and then the row without increase is the second, then the third row with increase, and you can see it, and the fourth row without increase, and the last and the fifth row with increase. Now we will work the last round, and with this row, and with this row we actually finish the let's say yoke, because we finished the arm. Okay, and from here we just go on for the body, and that's why actually I love the top-down construction, because we work the most difficult part of the pattern, we work it at the beginning of it, and then we just continue on easily in length. Okay, so that's why actually I love the top-down constructions. Now let me show you now how to add stitches on one side and on the other side, because on the other underarm, so as you can see, we learned how to work the nice smooth and shaped shoulders, and now we go on with the increases. We went on to the increases, and now we are at the end of the armhole shape, so we want to add some for the underarm, some stitches. I will add here 2 and 2 on the one side, on the other side, and I want to show you how to add them at the beginning of the row and at the end of the row. To end, let's suppose that we will put 2 stitches on one side and on the other side. For 2 stitches at the beginning, we will work a chain of 3, and then into the second chain from the hook we work 1 single crochet, and into the next chain we work 1 more single crochet, and here we are. We actually added 2 more single crochets. Now I will just work my stitches, all the stitches of this 6th row actually, okay, and at the end I will show you how easy it is to add the stitches that you need or the pattern require. So I'm at the end of my row and I want to add 2 more stitches, and let me show you how to add them. So I just insert hook into my last single crochet made, so insert hook into it. Now pull the yarn through this single crochet like this, and now we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the very first one, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 remaining loops. Now we just created 1 more single crochet, added 1 more single crochet, but we need 1 more, so we insert hook into these 2 loops, yarn over, pull through them, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, and yarn over, pull through 2, and we just created 1 more. Let me show you one more time. So we insert hook into these 2 loops. It's the chainless foundation single crochet actually. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, and pull through 2, and actually we have 3 now, but I only want 2, just I wanted to show you. Okay, so this is how we did this. Now what we have to do, so we finished the difficult part, the most difficult part on the wrong side, on the back side. It's not the wrong side, it's the back side. And now I want to show you the second part of the tutorial, to show you how to work exactly the same part on the front side. So we will again begin with the short rows, and we will go on and shape a little bit the neckline, opening, and we will work exactly the same, increasing so the same number of rows on the external parts of the armhole actually, and the same number of stitches on the increases on the increase part. So let's get started with the front side, both front side, because we will work one side first and then the other side. Now I will work it with pink yarn, so with a contrasting color, just for you to understand all the steps better. So we will have white for the back side and pink for the front side. So you can just cut the yarn like this when you finish the back side until this step, and just make a like this, okay, little knot to block it here, and then you can just work from there when you finish the front side. So we will work on our 10 stitches. So I insert hook here first into the single crochet, and that's why I said to work the first round first row, sorry, into the back loop of the chain, because now we have the 2 loops here. Nice to work in. And this is my first single crochet, and of course I will work 10. Okay, so 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and this will be my first row. And from the second we will begin with the short rows. So I have my 10 stitches. I'm ready to begin with my short rows, even if here I worked 2 completed rows. Here I have only 1, but no problem. Chain 1 and turn, and begin with the first short row. Of course, here we will work for the short row only what we worked after the marker on the wrong side, on the back side, sorry, which means 4 stitches. So I will work only 4 stitches. 1 2 3 and 4. Then chain 1 and turn and work your 4 stitches back. 3 and 4. Okay. And now chain 1 and turn, and we will go with 8. 4 plus 4 from the first row, which is the completed row. 1 2 3 4. And then, as I showed you before, insert hook into this loop of the first short row, first single crochet of the first short row, pull up a loop, and insert hook into the first single crochet of the 4 that we have to work on the first completed row, and pull through 3. And this is the first. Then second, 1 2 and 1 2 3 and 4. Now I have 8. I will chain and turn, work my 8 back, and work the last chain 1. We will work 8 plus these 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now again into the single crochet, the first here, and chain, and this is the first single crochet, and this is the second, and we finished the short rows. Now I will work 3 completely rows here because I have 1 more from here. Okay, so I will work 3, but in this 3 I want to curve a little bit for the front neckline. Okay, so I will curve, which means I will increase in each row, not in each second row as we increase for the arm, but in each row, which means in these 3 rows I will work back and I will increase at the end. Then I will increase into the second, I will increase into the at the beginning, and into the third I will increase at the end of the row. Let me show you. So chain 1 and turn, work 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Chain 1 and turn. And now I will begin, sorry, 10. I have to increase. So I will increase at the end, so I have 11 now. Then I will begin the second, I will begin it with a increase. So from 11 we will have 12. And into the third I will finish with a increase, so we will have 13 stitches. Okay? I will finish this and I will work my third, and at the end I will increase one more. So I finished with 13. Actually 10 plus 3. And I will tell I will tell you why it's 10 plus 3 and not 13. I cut the yarn because from here we will work exactly the same thing that we work on this side, which is, let's say, the right side. And we will work exactly the same thing for the right side as it's weared, okay? So on us, let's say. So from the other end of the back side, so we insert joined at the end of the row, and on the other side we will go, so not in the middle but here. This is the idea. Okay, I will join the yarn and work my 10 single crochets again on this side too, and then my short rows. This is my first. I will continue on with the other. Okay, I finished my row, and as you can see, this it can be seen only because I'm working with a contrasting color. When you work with the same color, it's invisible. So actually here I work it from here like this, and here I work it like this. Okay, sorry, like this. So I turn the work, and this row comes on the wrong side, and this is on the right side, okay, the very first row. But as I said, it's only okay. And from here I will work my short rows, which means chain 1 and turn and work 4, and then back with 4 into the next 3, 4, chain 1 and turn, back with 4, then I will work 8 and back with 8, and 10 and back with 10. Let me show you with 8. So chain 1 and turn again, and now I will work 8. 4 plus 4 from the very first row. Insert hook into the single crochet, first short row, pull up a loop and into the single crochet of your first row, and work the first stitch, then the second, third and fourth. Okay, now we have our 8, we go back with 8 and we come with 10, exactly the same, we work these two. Okay, so I finished all my short rows, I have my 10, and now I have to complete with my 3 with increases. So now I will increase, I will begin here, increase at the end, then into the second, increase at the beginning, and into the third, increase at the end, and stop there because I will show you how to join the two front sides. Okay, so I finished, completed all the stitches, all the rows here, 3 rows, and now what we have to do, as I said before, we have 10 plus 3, not 13. Why? Because 10 are for the sides, left and right side. 3 and 3 are for the neckline. So on the back side we have 10. On the front side we added 3 on the one side, 3 on the other side, which is 6. So 10 less 6 is 4, which means we have to add 4 more stitches. Actually 4 more chains, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we slip stitch to join with the other side. And from here all that. So as you can see, now it's perfect. We have exactly the same thing as we had on the back side. And now, of course, you just have to continue on with the increase part and to put 2 and 2 on one side and on the other side, exactly as we did for the back side. So from now on, the stitches, the rows, the two parts are worked together. Okay, so these are the most important steps that I really wanted to show you in the tutorial, in the video tutorial. So I want you to see them, okay? For the rest, you have the written instructions. So hope you enjoy this pattern of mine. It's, let's say, so for whom doesn't know these techniques, there are new. I am happy that I can share with you, because these are, let's say, techniques that can be applied to so many designs, okay? So not only for the summer top. Okay, so the written instructions are on my Ravelry shop, and they are written. The written instructions are written in 3 sizes with the details on how to make it larger if you want it in a larger size. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me nice comments. Don't forget to like me if you like my tutorials, and follow me on Facebook and on Instagram too. And on Facebook you can send me pictures of your projects made with one of my tutorials with a message, and I would be so happy to see them. On Instagram you can tag me, and I will be happy to put you a comment or to see your projects made with my tutorials. So see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.